y'all, it's me, Lila Kitty, and I just wanted to do a really brief video for this week because I've been really busy and I'm going to start doing something a little bit different and kind of new. And so next week I will start off with doing what I guess I'm going to call like Quorum of One. So then I also have the series on my channel that's called Corny, which is where I kind of like rant and roast and rip apart people who make just bad answers and bad comments and just say ignorant stuff without realizing that it's ignorant, which I guess is exactly what ignorant means. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on. So basically, this is just like a funny anecdotal story to start off and kind of give a little background on what inspired me to do what I'm about to do. So I'm like setting this up like I'm about to like punch somebody in the face. It's totally not gonna happen. Okay, anyway. There was a question that I was asked to answer about like how many farms does McDonald's own? So if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I have quite an extensive history of working at McDonald's in various roles. So I answered this question about how many farms does McDonald's own, and it basically devolved into discussing like their ingredients. And at the end, I say something like, you know, a lot of people think that they serve Frankenfoods, but the reality is that basically most of their ingredients are just stuff you can buy at your own grocery store, and that I can 100% replicate an Egg McMuffin just from stuff that I buy at Safeway. And literally 2 days later, I get this in the mail. And it's addressed to me specifically. So it's not just like, you know, the random junk mail that they send out to literally everybody, just at address, current resident. And anyway, and it's so funny because my birthday is this month, so for my birthday, I might actually go use these coupons. But it's a bunch of coupons for free shit from McDonald's, except for the 49-cent sausage McMuffin, which cracks me up because those are on the dollar menu, I think, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I've never had the donut sticks. I'm kind of disappointed about the chocolate sauce because I'm a weirdo that doesn't actually care for chocolate all that much. So I'm like, okay, I'm just like have some regular shit. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I guess we'll see when we get there. I don't think I've eaten at McDonald's in like over a year and a half. So anywho, yeah. But this inspired me to think about the sorts of answers that I answer on Quora in a different way. And basically just that I started feeling like, you know, a lot of these answers though rely so heavily on my work experience and my education that it's basically consulting. This isn't just answering questions for people in like a social media setting. This is actually people seeing and going to this place for, you know, advice and like how to do things. So like, for instance, I did the Launch My Business program through the Small Business Association. So I have a certificate in like entrepreneurship of like just the real basic like ground level of like the P's and Q's of actually officially starting a business. So like when I'm answering some of these questions on Quora, it's like, you know, I paid money to learn this information. I need to be turning it into a return on my investment and not just telling all of these people stuff that cost me money for free. So Quorum of One is going to be, Quorum of One is going to be the questions that I'm answering seriously and like from, for lack of a better word, a professional perspective, as opposed to just, you know, the personal, like I said, the stuff on Corny where it's just very personal. So I have a great candidate for next week's video that will be a Quorum of One video, but because of this sort of like more like professional nature, I want to make sure that those videos are much more like well structured. So like basically I'll actually write the answer, but then I'll perform the answer in a video. And so this is basically just my explanation of why I just don't feel like it makes sense to be answering these things on Quora and not getting something in return for it. So that being said, I wanted to close out this video by saying that in the spirit of corny, that this is the type of thing that the same people that will tell you that you need to like find a hustle and find a way to make yourself marketable to people and worth like money to be paid and all this kind of stuff, they're the same people that are going to tell me that I'm being shady trying to get people to do things or self-promote my YouTube channel or my Patreon or whatever else, what comes up from this. on like a social media site where I'm answering questions. Like, so anyway, in other words, like, it's just really hypocritical that I'm actually doing exactly the thing that they would tell me to do in another environment. But as soon as I'm answering a question that they want me to answer for free, they don't want to pay for it. I just spit all over the place. I think that's a good place to stop. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to introduce this new segment on my channel and actually upload something this week so I can tick that little box on my calendar. So until next week, I am Lila Kitty, and I will see you soon. Bye.